Hi, it's Kathy O'Connell from Reading Abilities, and thank you for tuning in. I'm a few minutes late because I've been getting ready for you, and I might look a little more refreshed than I usually do because I'm doing this in the morning. That's typically my time to go live is Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern time, but because of the 4th of July, I knew you all would be doing your 4th of July thing. So here I am today at 9, and if you're brand new to watching me, I am Kathy O'Connell, a counselor, author, trainer, specializing in the increased self-esteem, confidence, and sense of empowerment for people with disabilities to live fully their lives and to take risks and go for the dreams they want. Reading Abilities is my website, and I like to think of it as a self-help resource for people living with a disability. And every week I do a short, because I know you don't have a lot of time, video, usually centered around the Radiant Living blog post of the week. And this week, it's all about what is wrong with you. Don't you love when people ask you that question? I swear, sometimes I really think that when you live with a disability, and people say that, and that's not all the time, by any means, but every now and then, you run into someone that I swear you think because you have a disability, that allows their manners and to go right out the window. As in this story here. Several years ago, I was redoing my living room and getting new furniture, painting the whole works. And decorating is just not a forte of mine, as you can probably see. And I just don't have a decorative eye. But I wanted to redo my living room. So I go to the furniture store, probably spend close to an hour with the saleswoman, picking up different fabrics and trying to figure out what would match the paint that I chose. And she's very pleasant, very polite, very helpful, gives me fabric samples that I can take home for a week and try to figure out what I want. So the next week I bring them back, and then chatting with her, and all of a sudden she goes, "Now tell me, what is wrong with you?" And I gave her the perfect and truthful answer. And I said, "Nothing." And I stopped talking. And that's the real key. To just stop talking. To just say nothing. The word nothing. And then stop talking. And that people just doing that. because hopefully if they had some sense, which I give people faith that they do, they will begin to realize what they just said to you. So that's what I did with this woman. I said nothing, and then I paused, and she had this look on her face, like she did not know what to say. She did not know even what to think about my answer. And that's what we need to do. When people ask us, what's wrong with you, or any variation of that, like, what do you have? Why do you walk that way? What's going on with you? Say nothing, because the question, what's wrong with you, implies that there is something wrong with you, and you know that it's the case. You live with a disability. You live with your uniqueness. You live with your talents and strengths. They just happen to be in a body that does things differently, but there is not an ounce of wrongness with that. So I encourage you that hopefully no one will ask you this, what's wrong with you, but if they do, please remember to just say the word nothing and stop talking. Let them realize what's wrong with the answer, and everything right about living with the difference, living with the disability, and how people with disabilities are needed in this world to teach about diversity. So, in this first week of July, when we here at the Reading Abilities blog are going into talking about taking breaths, because again, if you're new to me or if you need a reminder, every year, every quarter this year, I'm focusing on a different theme in the blog. And we began by talking about changes and changing. And then in the second quarter, we talked about acceptance. And now in the third quarter, talking about one of my most favorite topics, which is taking breaths. And then in the last quarter, my even more favorite topic of relationships. So, in kicking off talking about taking breaths, I'm going to encourage you, if you're living with a disability, if you're a family member of someone living with a disability, and someone throws out some kind of question or statement along the lines of what's wrong with you, say the word nothing and stop talking. It will be such a teachable moment. The blog post for this video is in the link, and in the link in the post. And if you like what I'm talking about, if you want more material, to live fully with the disability, I would encourage you to go to the website and check out my resources. Have a great day, great evening, great morning, wherever you are, and I will catch you next week. Take care.